Hey, Cynthia. I tried to call you and it went straight to voicemail again. I hate your phone. Hi, Clancy. Watcher. Did you get caught up at all, Cynthia? Man, I've been waiting on this. Yay. Oh, Randy, I'm scared he's going to get off. Listen, I have such a strong feeling about that he's going to walk. I don't know. I thought I don't know. They're really going to have to. Hey, Crime Canary. You haven't? I just thought, okay. Okay. Hear me. Hey. Okay. I'm just, let me put it on. For dad. Oh, his hip. I feel like today, and it still says it's connecting and disconnecting. Hey, Brenda. I already said hi to you. I'm sorry. I'm off because I can't get my YouTube to stay up. And I got aggravated right before I came live. Am I still in and out? Hey, Angie. Is it still cutting in and out? Okay. Sounds okay now. All right. Okay. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. All right. Maybe that'll work. Okay. I think today that he threw the I think when he got up there and said that he lied about being at Moselle that night, I think he threw the prosecution off. Hey, polyester, I hate to express this, but Alex did pretty well on the stand. We knew he was going to do well on the stand. He did excellent on the stand. In my opinion, he really did great on the stand. Hey, Monkey Mar. He, I can't believe how they let him question the attorney. Even small towns, you don't get to do that. But I think when he got up there and said, "Yes, I lied," that it threw the prosecution off, and they went straight for, "Let's show what a terrible character he has," and, so I feel like that, they have some I was shocked by that too. He's a scoundrel, but I'm not convinced he murders polyester. I am 100% convinced that he did it. I am back to 90% feeling like he's going to get off. The evidence is too circumstantial, but we'll know more tomorrow. I'm hoping that because the defense pulled their rabbit out of their hat, which was Alec, and I'm surprised. Like, well, I thought it was going to be against his attorney's will, and it may not be since he got up there and like, yeah, I lied. Yes, I'm a piece of shit, but no, I'm not a murderer. So, and so many people have said, I've changed my mind. I don't want to believe he did it. I don't think he did it. 100%. There's no way to change my mind. There's no way that he turned his son over and checked his twice. He said he touched his son. And then he touched Maggie over and over, he said. There wasn't blood on his fingers. There wasn't blood on his clothes. There wasn't anything on him. He's 100% lying. So, and I know I understood what Marielle was saying today about he's not going to get off of the financial stuff, but you mark my words, he's barely going to do any time for the financial stuff. He's going to be in debt the rest of his life to people that he screwed over, but that's it. Thinking this for a long time, worried that they're still for retaliation. I'm a lot of the people in the documentary last night, that the Netflix one, said, I'm afraid right now, even doing this documentary, I'm afraid of retaliation. So that's where it's at on how the prosecution wants to blame Alex. That they're going to trip him up. Can't hear me. Okay. He'd rather have 10 years for the financials than life for murder. Exactly. And they're saying, oh, he'll get life for the financial stuff. No, he won't. He'll get a few years in federal. Um, I've been tweeting about it all day. I think he's showing his ass being up there, and he's trying to confuse everyone by just talking and talking, never getting to the point. He's ridiculous. Well, Red Room, it's working. I think it's working. But it's going to work on that jury. They're bruised above a reasonable doubt. Exactly. They've given them, especially now him saying, well, the badges, but he never Can y'all hear me? This on me tonight. Can anybody hear me? Okay. The badge thing. It was, I think they were trying to yes, I'm back. Hey, Zinc. I think what they were trying to show was, oh, you don't trust SLED, you don't trust them, you don't trust the cops, but yet you're an officer and you want the benefit of being one. You want to carry the badge. You want to use the, excuse me, I'm drinking some ginger ale. Um, you want to use the badge. Hey, Crazy Daisy, to your, I know, polyester. You want to use the badge to your benefit when it suits you, but yet you want to sit here and tell us you lied about being at the kennels because you don't trust the cops. So he made himself look bad there, and then what they didn't expect him to do was say, "Yeah, I guess I did use my badge for extra privileges," because he certainly did. But who wouldn't? Crazy Daisy, I miss you. You must be working a lot. When's your right? And I feel like, and then the prosecution, okay, so, I mean, not the prosecution, the defense today, after they get through, after the defense has to end for the day, I'm sorry, the court, the defense is like, we have 2 special people we need to hurry up and put on the stand because they flew in. Well, you know what? You should have known when you said that it may take 3 days for him to be on the stand. Why would you schedule these people? What they wanted to do was put 2 more people on the witness stand to take their mind off of what happened today about all the money stuff, which I'm bored with the money stuff. We know he's a thief. Being a thief doesn't make you a murderer. Let's get to the murder part. Did anybody change their mind today? Pug washing. Hell no. We know he's money hungry. Right. There's a few, and like I said in the Facebook group, that did change their mind ad nauseum on the financials. Yes, and they do. I get it. They want to prove he stole from a quadriplegic. He stole from a minor. The only thing I'm hoping is that it's mostly women, and a large amount of women pay attention to details. Him lying consistently led. So. Well, I think it was 6-4. That can't be right. Because that's where'd that money go? Look, I'm telling y'all, I know people don't. He saved the millions because of his addiction. He is tall. You really can't tell. I'd say that millions, absolute millions, went to his addiction, and then look at all his properties. Then they said today that he had some bad financial, some properties that went bad. Yeah, I watched it, polyester. It's really nothing new except they went into more detail about the boat wreck, which I did love it today when the the lawyer stood up and said, "How come and nowhere else have you called him Paw Paw?" I loved that. Was it one-sided? Oh, yeah. I say that it was one-sided against the Murdaws, but they did kinda make Paul look a little bit better, and then I don't know, a lot worse, but then some better. It's hard to explain. Not working much, just trying to come to terms with the loss. Oh, I get it, honey. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Those kids, yeah, if y'all notice, there's one parent of the kids in there that I've only noticed seen one. Big missing. Emily D. Baker thinks there's something big missing from all this. Well, because his world was falling in, and he thought, how can I save myself? I'll become a bigger victim. I'm going to lose my family. Then I'm going to lose, my dad, more family. Uh, they'll forget all about the financial stuff. They literally said it was working quite a bit. It's going to be very interesting, I'm sure. I hope I do too. I hope I get to watch more tomorrow than I did today. Yes. Yeah, the cops didn't even call Mallory's mom and tell her or dad. I had to do a late catch up, but I did. I made it. So, and I got to watch most of the his lawyer asking him questions, and I watched all of the prosecution. I've been working a lot, so I can't keep up with all the happenings around here lately. I only saw a little of his testimony today. His testimony, yes, look, if your wife and child just got killed, you're not going to lie about anything. You have no reason to lie. If you didn't do it, you have no reason to lie. Yeah, yeah, it like peeled all her skin back. I saw that in the one on HBO. I think wife was going to pull the plug on him. Divorce, discloses drug habit. I don't know, Brenda. But again, nobody has come up and said um they were separated. They were getting a divorce. Nobody. He said no, but was shaking his head yes. Yeah, did you see Wendy came up today and showed where be careful, Tara. Uh where he was nodding his head yes, which he does nod a lot, but that was a different nod than his normal nod. So I'm really excited to see what tomorrow brings. But what I don't like is that feeling like that they were trying to hurry. Today his lawyers seem to be trying to hurry the prosecution up. I think Cass, they're not more worried about the money. I think they're just trying to prove that he's a piece of shit. Well, you know what? Guess what? We know. And I have a feeling that the jury already knew that. His body always is disagreeing with his mouth and everybody else's mouth. Hey, Pugs. Natalie Lawyer Chicks panel earlier, and it was very insightful panel as well. I love Law and Lumber. See, I miss all this stuff. I didn't even know these are on here. That is the kind of channel I would love to have, like to really deep dive into it and get into it. But I don't know. So wait, what's coming out this weekend? I'm behind on everything. Like I didn't get to watch the Whitney Houston movie yet. I bought the new Tom Hanks movie. I pre-ordered it, but Sunday night is a fight. So, listen, any PayPal money I get will be going towards that fight. Let me be as transparent as can be. Fight money, honey. He sure didn't give a hoot about his son killing that girl. No, he didn't. He said to someone, I'm so worried about my son. I can't grieve. I watched the interview room. Or sometimes I watch the interview room. What did I think about Alex's show today? I thought that honestly, today I thought he was a star. I really thought that he shined. Um, so they're really gonna have to come through with some stuff tomorrow. Randy's fight money. Listen, y'all, Jake Paul is finally gonna fight Tommy Fury. Jim hates his life, but he's gonna have to deal with it Sunday. I have fun news. I bought a 2018 Chevy Silverado 1500 4x4, black inside and out. Love it. Oh, I'm so happy for you. That is so great. I finally found the dead rat in my car, so I'm hoping that it'll stop. No, I'm just kidding. True story, that did happen, but not lately. Mrs. M, what did you think about Alex's show today? So how many people do you think got convinced of his show? Look, some like I said, there is a lot of people. Let me go look in my group. Because Jim thinks that they gave him a get out of jail free card today. Hey, ambitious. Okay, Crafter. Can't believe I didn't get a notification. I was waiting for you to go live too. Oh, wow. At least it was dead. Yeah. Past the financial stuff are missing his point. Okay, that's what someone said. Everyone that's wanting Waters to move past the financial stuff, they're missing his point. I'm not missing his point. I'm not. I guess we're just ready to get to the meat and potatoes. And you know what? He's gonna have a reason for that car navigation. I can see it now. Waters was pretty. He was aggressive with him, and noticed that Alex though went toe to toe. I can't believe he's like. Here's where, in my opinion, Waters is going wrong. Some things, yes, let him explain, let him over explain. No, Zink. No, they think no. He will do a few years in federal and then pay his way out. Um, what they're not making him give yes or no answers. And they always make people, they don't let you say yes and this is why, no and this is why, ever. They need to stick with what they have the murders. They need to be done with the financial. I agree. I think that they've proven, no, I mean, he is admittedly, I know they want to put, what they want to do is put a face behind the thievery. And I think they did a great job of that when they put up the maid's son. Um, Now they've got some names to it. Uh, Probably Cass. He looked like he was nodding yes several times. I figured Wendy was going to upload. They always stick to the question and then they let him go on and on and on. Right. And they don't do that. Hey, Sweet says I don't think Buster will stick around if he is convicted. In those phone calls, he sounds like he is done. Today, Buster looked beat. I know people dislike him, but that's his whole family. And today you could see that he was trying to hide his crying. Apparently in their house, men don't cry. And well, his dad did throw out some snot today, which was disgusting. But Lon Lumber believes the shaking of his head yes doesn't mean a darn thing. Well, Do they think it's because he is a nodder? Like, he nods a lot. But if you watch him today, he shakes his head no a few times. It may not mean anything. It meant something to me. I was watching him a lot in the interviews, and yes, I totally noticed he rocked, but today it felt different. Glad more people saw it too. Makes me feel Sandy, if you're crazy, we're all crazy. Juan Martinez as the prosecutor. Right, because they're treating him like Jodi Arias. He's looking, which I know they tell people, talk to the jurors. Hey, Rosebud, the prosecution strategy is to destroy his credibility. Lied about one thing. Right. Yeah, he admits to all of it. I think the Murdaughs have someone on the jury. What I'm hoping is there's someone, and I'm sorry that anybody is sick, but I'm hoping the someone that they had paid off was the one that had to leave for the Rona, or one of the two. But no, instead of getting somebody like Juan Martinez, hey Doodle, which probably wouldn't have taken the job anyway, but um, they get his buddies from the same town, and um, the longer he was on the stand, the more unlikable he became. I can't stand him. I disagreed. I disagree with that, Candace. I think he's humanizing himself. Y'all disagree with me and agree with Candace? I don't think he is a unlikable fella. He decided, I'm going to humble myself down. No, I don't think I'm a great lawyer. I don't think I'm this. I don't think I'm that. I'm just me. I'm a slug. Do 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 do. And that probably worked for a lot of people there. But then you hear him say quadriplegic, I took millions. I don't know. I don't remember. First question. Right. Did you blow your son's head off? Definitely as a strategy. It didn't work on you. He seemed more relatable the longer he was on stand. Thank you. That's how I felt. He's likable, and I'm sure he's duping. Yes, polyester. He is, if you think he didn't do it. Absolutely, he did, Candace. Polyester, every time you think that you really, really like him, picture him standing in front of his son with a shotgun aimed at his head, blowing his head off. Enough said. I hate to be that graphic, but it's what happened. He outlawyers every lawyer there. That he is a good lawyer. Oh, he did it. He did it. Something stuck out to me. He said, as bad as he did those people, he still cares for them deeply. It proves how he can screw over anyone, no matter. Right. Because he, as bad as, he feels for those people, as much as he likes them, he likes himself more. Like he became more human. I watched the chat start to turn and see him as a victim from it. Really, I couldn't watch. I didn't get to watch the chat when it went admit to living a better life than most get to live. How prominent. Yeah. And like his wife's tennis shoes, me and Cynthia looked it up. And how much were they? $400 to $600. Come on. You got a good life. I mean, he didn't make you feel sorry. His wife and son's funeral Friday. Didn't he make you feel sorry he had his wife's and son? No. And the reason, Brenda, is because I think it was planned. He knew his dad was on hospice. He knew his dad was going to go at any time. So therefore, what better way to get pity? Let my wife and son get killed right before my dad dies. You're welcome, polyester. I miss it too. 400 to 600 was for a cheap pair. Well, we found that one pair I loved for $300. If I paid $300 for sneakers, they better take my walk for me, and I better lose the weight with them. I mean, seriously, you were rich. Just stop it, Alex. Was rich, yeah. Hey, Keith. Pretty much this guy's lying through his teeth, just got done watching the news clip and planned the whole thing. I think, yeah, he planned it out. And I think that I do. I think that he, yeah, I think that he planned, I think he planned it around his dad's death. Pathetic. Diana became orphaned at 7 years old. Her parents died in a wreck. The attorneys stole her money. It makes my blood boil personal for me. Candace, you would be amazed at how many attorneys do that. But it's usually not like quazillions like he did. I mean, come to find out, this guy, hey, St. Elmo's Fire, where you been? You thinking about me too? Um, I think that, oh, I lost my train of thought. My dog's trying to get in. Oh, we found out today he's been doing it since like 2009 that we know of. Watch it trial, me too. We can't watch anything. And then I have other stuff I'm doing. Shannon went live about the trial um tonight too. I don't know if y'all caught that or not. She's also all up into it. And then I haven't even got to listen to Tam Tam rants today over there, you damned idiot. Um, it, this new life I have is really messing up my social life. You didn't get a notification. What? YouTube is glitching bad. I had a hard time getting on. Who would pay $50,000 for a script of Oxycontin? Why? That can't be right. Probably not. Nah, not a script, but a baggie full of a bunch. Y'all, I'll be right back. I gotta let my dog in. Okay. Yeah, because I mean, I can't even tell. I wish Tammy would scale Walmart cereal shelves. Yeah, I wish she would stick to that. He admitted he used money for other things too. Yeah, bad land deals. Thank you. I can't even tell how many people are watching. That's how, and I don't think it's my internet really. I think it's a lot of that's YouTube. His cash cow is off the backs of others' mortality. It's a hell of a scam. I don't know, Rosebud. They haven't brought it up yet. Anyone in the South knows the good old boy and how they intimidate every local. Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot that you know that you can't go up against them. You know, if you go to court with them, you're not going to win. You know, it's like they're even going to make sure they ruin your name. And 56,000 today in Emily's live. Who's Emily? Dang, that much. Golly. Kaylee, no, you're not banned. No, I just wasn't here at the computer. YouTube is updating. They've changed that. Oh, great. Emily D. Baker. Oh, I don't know her. I'm going to have to look her up. 56,000. Oh, my gosh. What would I say to 56,000 people? I know what I would say. Everybody give me $1 so I can watch the fight. She's a prosecutor. See, I'm just a former, armchair detective. I wish they would let that lawyer Mark Tinsley cross-examine me too, because he has a lot of thank you for saying that, Kaylee. I'm sure I will. How much is the fight? I haven't even looked. It's gonna be on ESPN, so it always catches. I all right, y'all. I should just leave. Cost more. And if Tommy Fury backs out again, I'm literally going to find him myself, and fist fight him. I'm gonna fight him. He's got to fight me. It says it's $49.99. $49.99. That's surprisingly cheaper than Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. Um, Cheaper than what I expected. I really expected it to probably be $100 on ESPN. Hey, Kathleen. They haven't done a lot of press conferences for this, though. Most of LawTube thinks he's going to get a not guilty verdict, really. So, yeah, I feel if it's not hung, it's going to be, look, I put it on Google. I mean, I Googled it, and that's what it said. Um, it could be more. I don't know. But I really thought it was going to be more, so. I just can't wait. And this is one time I want to see Jake Paul win. I never want to see him win. You watch every minute. Oh, Mrs. M, here's 20 for the fight. Pretend it's Alex. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. I think it's going to be a hung jury, if not guilty. That's what I think. And I'm leaning toward. Look, I'm kind of. Oh, I think it's going to be not guilty because of the reasonable doubt. Oh, and we're going to have another OJ and another Casey Anthony, and remember this the rest of our lives. It's seriously, it's that trial. He talked more about Bubba the dog killing the chicken than he did anything. Paw, Mags, and Row. I can't with him. Candace, me and you are having the same exact feelings. At the Every time today he said Paw, I wanted to punch my TV. And I'm like, but right before you pulled that trigger, did you say, love you, Paw? You know, what did you do, jerk? And Mags, sure. You right off the bat started lying to the cops at the crime scene. Thank you, Kaylee. Well, I'm hope you, you know, I hope that, I mean, anyway, I'm sorry. At the crime scene, literally at the crime scene, he started lying to the cops, he said. Thought Paul was Paw, Grandpa. I think he's saying Paul. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I got some fight money, honey. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think he was saying Paul, but, I think the lawyer today said, Paw, have you called him Paw and anything else you've said? And he's like, I don't know. No, you haven't, sir. You're up here now trying to make it look like you were your dad of the year. You killed them. And Mags, you killed her. He started lying when he called 911. Yes. He lied about changing clothes. I don't remember changing clothes. I don't remember that Snapchat video of that tree, but today he remembered it, didn't he? He remembered how they were out there and he couldn't get the tree to stand up, and he was really sad about the corn. And what the golly, who can do this? Who can do this? Yeah, he was so proud of that corn. I'm telling you, I remember that most of all. You remember that? That's what you remember most of all? Probably would have remembered when his head came off, but that's just me. Yes. He was rolling on pills and was paranoid. Yeah, well, you know what? The thing is this though, polyester, whenever you're on pills, that's like a truth serum. You just start rolling, you just start blurting out, you you don't quick think of lies. And just where were the exactly, Jamie, where were the clothes? Snooks, I think he did it himself. Well, his phone puts him there. But his phone, that Snapchat video puts him right there. And how Miss so and so could handle his mom better than anyone. Yeah, yeah. So you was gonna pay for her wedding, Miss so and so one that confirmed what you were wearing that day. Lots of clothes are missing allegedly. I didn't pack my clothes. My son Bus did, or whatever he calls him. Golly, how many pills at once did he swallow or chew them up? I don't know. He hadn't said. Had to be a lot though, honestly. Weird details. The lies are always in the details, or when you go way into too much detail. And then the dog, I know that my dog Shorty did not have on a collar, but my dog Bubba had on a collar. And that I'm sure of. I'm not sure who shot my wife and my son, but I know that my dog had on a collar. Calm down. Two guns to make it look like there were two shooters. Absolutely. Thank you so much. I got more fight money. Y'all, thank God bless you. Thank you. Y'all don't know what this means. We don't got it like I can just pour it out on a fight anymore. I can see how he was such a good shit talker. Yes, that's what Jim, my husband, said. His son had no brains. Why did he feel the need to flip him over to see if he was alive and then set his phone on his butt? I agree, Crafter. I agree. Why did you flip him over? And why did you touch him twice? And why did you touch Maggie many more times? I touched her many more times. No, asshole, you shot her many more times. And that's why I think we do have enough. Yes, Sandy, thank you. You shot her more times. That's why you have more of her blood on you, dick. He said he doesn't have an answer for that. Yeah, he's like, I can explain the blood on the wheel. If it's old, it's because she drove it. And if it's new, it's because I, I touched her several times. I touched Paul. There wasn't even any blood under his fingernails. Yes, Snooks. Yes. Yes, please hit the thumbs up. And then, let me teach y'all right quick how if your dog gets a chicken, I'm going to teach y'all right quick how to pry its mouth open and get the chicken out of its mouth. And y'all forget all that I'm a murderer. You'll forget about it. Forget about Mags and Paw. No, Mrs. M, you're good. Thank you so much. Thank you. No, thank you so much. If he didn't do it, then why did he lie to sleep? Exactly. Volumes. And what I'm hoping is that the jury is thinking the same thing. Y'all, I would be fired so quick from the jury because you know how when he says, y'all go to the jury room and don't talk about the case, I would be in there like, hey, what do y'all think? Y'all want to see my notes? Let me see yours. It would be hard to not talk about it. I think he was in the house, loaded the two guns into the golf cart, drove down to the kennel, chatted a bit, and then grabbed the first gun, shot Paul. Now, I think he had a sling, Blue Sue. I think he had a sling, and so he more than likely had a sling on the AR. So, but no, probably the shotgun because you hunt more of that. But he had a sling, had one in his hand, shot, dropped it, and then pulled up the other one out. And I think that him and more than likely they rode down there together. I would have been spitting paper through a straw at him. Oh, pating, pating. Seeming ashamed to his family, which is also why he killed them the day his firm confronted him. Right. But what, he didn't care if Buster knew? You know why I didn't care if Buster knew? Because Buster is, look, I think Buster's in a lot of pain right now, and I am, until I see some evidence that he killed that poor little boy in 2015, I'm not going to accuse him of that, because there's zero evidence of that. Zero. But I do think that he's more like Paul. I mean, I'm sorry, like his dad. Yeah, Buster was lucky, Snooks. And you know, Cousin Eddie is in the jail doing squats, sit-ups, push-ups, handstands, hoping he gets to get on that stand. Because he was going to be in prison for life. Now, well, he's back. All right, Clancy, you be careful. What's Levi Garrett? Some beer for my friend. Well, and you know, even her sister said that she didn't like to go to his mom's. And she didn't go to his mom's because she was dead. Jamie, dead. He had already killed her. My face would show way too much. Same. Thank you. Thank you so much. No, Eddie hasn't been called yet. We are all looking forward to Cousin Eddie. Every time I hear Cousin Eddie, I think, me too, shitter's full. But me too, Blue Sue. Why am I so invested in other people's lives? Carlos, because I don't have, yes, I'm that bored. 100%. Damn, you got deleted. See you next time, Carlos. I hope Boat Kid gets called. I don't think any of the Boat Kids will get called. I don't think the Boat Kids, I think the Boat Kids, although they're so mad at Paul, they didn't want him dead, obviously, and they're brokenhearted because at one time they were all best friends. Now his ex-girlfriend is dealing with losing her best friend, losing, being abused by her boyfriend, which was Paul, and losing him dying. So if I was a juror, I'd be thinking, how far would this man go to pay off his debts? Yes. Yeah, absolutely. The Boat Kids are victims. I don't think they'll re-victimize them. I don't think they'll put them up there because I don't think any of them. I think, well, they don't seem to have anything good to say about Alex. So I don't know. He'll be back. Carlos says 847 account. Yeah, but we don't even know which one's the real Carlos. I've got like 17 Carloses blocked. Like, how do you do that, man? And does he even have a channel? And Carlos, how did you feel when that wrestling guy, I can't think of his name right now, but that's your profile picture, passed away? I myself was pretty sad. Alex is an actor at this point. Is he an actor or is he just being himself? He looks like a catfish. That's, oh my, what was his name? Razor Ramon? Was that his name? I'm Googling it. Now it's got me bothered. Scott Hall. Yes, Razor Ramon. Hey, Life Rewinded. I don't know. There's part of me that wants to say, he's probably got that money hid somewhere, but I don't think he does. Maggie's house is on for a rental. Really? It would surprise me if her marbles rent it for their showcation. Grossly, I agree with you. Yeah, Razor Ramon. I knew you wouldn't let me down. I think he might get off. Me too, Snooks. Me too. I don't think we learned anything today at all that we didn't already know. And that's pathetically sad. But I'm excited for tomorrow. It's going to be another hard day, but I'm going to fit it in. I'm going to do it. Isn't it interesting that no life insurance on Maggie or Paul, but had 12 million on himself? You know what? A lot of men do that because they always think they're going to die first, which is nuts. I'm gullible. I know he's guilty, but today he almost life rewinded. I think there was I think that everybody at 1 second today is chewing tobacco. Oh, okay. Today it got them in their feelings. Did the prosecutor get to quit? Yes, Shamat. And to be honest with you, if you don't watch today's where the prosecution was questioning him, all you missed was the financial questions. They're supposed to get to the good stuff tomorrow. How did his drug dealer miss his big head and he not die? Because his drug dealer didn't shoot him. He did snort it up. Oh, wait, you're talking about the pills. Oh, I don't know how he took them. I don't know if he snorted them or chewed them or swallowed them. And I'll never believe that Cousin Eddie. Do killers think about dying first? He probably wasn't a killer, and he probably knew by the time he decided to do this, if you get somebody life insurance and they quickly get murdered, you're going to look like a murderer. He was going to kill Cousin Eddie and blame him for everything. Yes, Shamat. And Cousin Eddie is onto his ass now. He knows that that's what he was going to do. And his heart's broken because they were friends. He admitted to individually stealing millions from people so that could land some serious. I think he's already got a plea for that, Candace. Jamie, there's something up with I'll agree with that. There's something up with the entire law firm. I'll agree with that. Why would it take them so many years? If he's been doing this since 2009, some other people in that law firm have had their hand in the cookie jar. Maybe those people no longer work there. Right, Brenda. Right. Of course he stole from people who didn't really have anything, because people who don't really have anything think, "Hey, I'm getting $30,000. That's a lot of money," when, they were actually getting a couple of million. So to them, $30,000 is a gravy train when they could have had 2 million. Sad, but that's exactly what happened. And then you've got that poor maid's kids and family that lost their home. While he got $4 million. If you do everything right and get $1 million, you could live the rest of your life on that $1 million. You couldn't live the lifestyle that the Murdaws live, but you could live with $1 million the rest of your life. And those poor people lost everything. Plus, also his brothers would have had to know. I think they did know Mrs. M. I think they did know. I think everybody knew. Right, you can't buy eggs. Look the other way or right at it for years. Always jump into every situation to control investigation. Yeah, oh yeah. He didn't give them anything, did he? There was no, he didn't give them anything. I think they've got it now. Thank God. I think they got their money now. And what will they find when they exhume her body? I don't know. Can they find anything? I don't know. But do y'all know that Paul and I get why they would be cremated, but it just seems I don't know. 1 million plus deposit in savings account nowadays. How the low interest rates are, I would agree with that. Most are idiots and just yeah, absolutely. He fell apart. Very Kennedy family feeling, don't you agree? I do agree with that. Lots of deaths surrounding that family. No one paying for the death. Uh, exactly, Snooks, which is why he had such a huge, oh, he's so good. He's good at everything. Well, he's a great lawyer. He's a great lawyer at negotiating and getting and making a plea or taking a plea. And that's why he would get him, get him that money and probably do it pretty quickly because they weren't going to get any of it. He was going to pocket it. Asshole. But there's a lot of family money. Pearl Buster, will he be left? Nah. There's a lot of family money. You know that grandpa was rich. Well, his great grandpa was rich. His grandpa was rich. His dad screwed the whole damn family up. But his brothers, they've all got money. So Buster's gonna be fine. 5 jury trials in 20 years. What does that tell you? He always takes the plea. Same crooked bank too. Really? Where they gave him really much. Well, it is, but he probably had that much equity. Because I was in the town with people like this. Money, power, lots of homes, spoiled kids. Like I said, I can't, I got to be careful what I say, but his kid literally took his Hummer and ran over somebody and never got in trouble. Everybody in our town knows about it. I mean, the guy didn't die, but he's pretty banged up. Someone said they had 15 properties. Well, Moselle is like a freaking paradise. Like I would love to live there. You can go fishing. You can go. Well, I'm not a hunter. I don't think I could kill anything, but except a fish, maybe a wild boar, if that's the kind of pigs they're killing. Maybe on the murder charge, but it doesn't matter in the end. With all the money he's admitted stealing. Yeah, but it's gonna be federal prison, so he's gonna eat steak in prison. He's probably gonna get to teach classes. He's gonna get to, Martha Stewart taught cooking classes. Federal prison is a big difference. You can have the beach house, and I don't care, I'll take Moselle, the guy hit by Buster. Snooks, for some reason, I don't believe that Buster did it. He bought Moselle for $5. I didn't know that. Let's plan a trip. Okay. Right. 1,700 acres. Golly. Yeah, that's a lot of land to take care of. Here's what I didn't know. Like, we have a lot of sunflower fields around here, and I just thought people planted them because they were pretty. I didn't know they done it to dove hunt. Only 10 when maybe he has a chance. I don't think they have any evidence on him they don't. It's all circumstantial. People have been convicted with circumstantial evidence, but not in a small town where everybody knows everybody. That's true. Damn, that's a good point. Casey Anthony lied to the police and she got away with it. That's a good point. You do think Buster did it? But what is the evidence against him? Word of mouth. I heard Buster did it. That's it. Oh, well, I don't know. Could be life or wanted. Oh, I didn't even think about that. She's totally lied to the cops. I mean, she even took them to Disney World and walked around acting like she worked there. I can't. Gay reaction ship. They said last night, well, not last night, in the Netflix thing that they called him the F word and, yeah, Will Snooks. Um, he, said, "We didn't kill that F word," and I think if they did, they probably would have bragged about it. I don't know why I feel that, I just do. The Disney charade was something else. Who does that? Right, who does it? She thinks she's like a fox. I think he did it because he was gay. He tutored Buster. So I think they may have had some relationship and Steven was gonna out him. Could be. I definitely think he was murdered. I definitely think. I mean, I've never heard um, of anybody getting hit by a car that their phone stayed in their pocket and their shoes stayed on their feet. Yeah, she got out right away. Remember, after the trial, like her lawyers were walking her out to the car because they took her home with them. Yeah. So we'll know more tomorrow. All right, y'all. It's been an hour. Thank y'all so much for coming here and venting with me and listening to me just run my mouth. Yeah, time served. Thank you, Shamat. Um, thank you for the tips. Thank you for the super chat. Just thank you for being here, period. And see y'all tomorrow night for drama time. And remember, tomorrow is going to be a big day. Get your rest. Thank you for coming. Y'all have a good night. Thank you.